Hello there, I just want to give a more full update of how my day went at New York Comic Con. To start things off, I woke up at 5:50, and I was supposed to be at my friend's house by 6:20, so I literally had to rush, shower, do everything, look, smell good, and get Brock ready, pretty much. And I went over to my friend's house, Henry, and then driving over to our cousin's house, chilled for a bit, played some Smash, and then we got to the bus to go to New York City, and the funnest part was I didn't know what was going to happen next at all. And it's a pleasant surprise, really. The first thing that I saw when we got off at our stop, we had to walk 2 blocks, and I thought, whoa, where's the Javits Center? And then when we passed by a particular pass, we could see it. It looked amazing. You already see the 4 Teen Titans Go, like, parade floating things around, just ready to greet you. And say, like, oh, you already have your badge? So, like, yeah, I have my badge. I have my badge. Wait, where's my badge? Aha! The power of editing. Okay. Well, flash the badge, like so, and tap it, and say, okay, you're in. So, I head on in, and the first thing we do is we go down to what seems like to be the basement. It's the lower floor, and we were separated into 2 different groups. One that actually wanted to go to the panels or the VIP section, and then the ones that just wanted to enter the convention regularly. So, I entered in. I ended up having to just go with Henry's cousin's brother, and we just waited in line as they were actually selling a ticket on Craigslist. I kid you not. So we were waiting. We were playing Smash. I got bodied. Little Mac kicked my ass. And Mario, because of that cape. That damn cape. As we got into the whole convention, it looked like Disneyland pretty much. You see almost everything in there. I immediately saw the booths for Triforce. I saw Twitch. I saw Brave Frontier. I saw everything really. It was just overwhelming really. I can't really put it into words that much because it's just so much. So what we did first, before anything, we ended up going to the vendors just to see what they had on sale. My group, they ended up getting some comics. I ended up getting a Divas Duet box, which was only $20, and this is good because they usually go for 35 or 40 either on eBay or the local store. And from that point on, I was like, alright, I gotta be a bit more cautious with my money, and especially because I have to eat pretty much throughout the day. Oh yeah, funny fact, I actually had Banana King for the first time today, this morning, before heading over to my cousin's house. My friend's cousin's house. Whoa. And it was interesting. I had the wings with that. It was very filling. I really liked it. And the smoothie, the mango smoothie from Banana King, is godlike. Awesome. If you ever happen to come across a Banana King, try it once. It's good. It's really good. Back to the convention. When we entered in, after the vending, we got our stuff, and then we want to see, alright, who do we want to see in particular? Well, I wanted to see the cosplay idol waifus, or at least, cosplayers there to take pictures with, and maybe have a little bit more of a break from the misadventures of anime next. Instead of me getting beat up, just have some pleasant photos. So, we ended up splitting off, Henry and myself, and then his cousin split off. We ended up going to the Lucy Lawless line. If you don't know who Lucy Lawless is, she's actually the lady who portrayed Xena, the warrior princess, and she's currently now on Spartacus. So, we were lining up there. I was just with my friend. I was like, oh, cool, it's good to see Xena. But the thing is, she wouldn't be stopping by until 4, so they were actually taking reservations for, photo ops and or autographs. But the line next to us was actually Manu Bennett. And Manu Bennett, I remember him from at least what I've seen. It looked like he was in Spartacus, or it looked like he was actually part of Resident Evil in a way, in one of those movies. I don't know. It just looked really familiar. But when he came in, everybody got so hyped. The line was just exploding with like, yeah, this is awesome. I can't believe that's Manu. And they go in, they take pictures, and it's cool. So after Henry got his ticket, we're like, okay, so what do we want to do now? Well, let's go see what Jason David Frank is, because we actually managed to see from a picture from one of the magazines that was handed out at the information desk that he was actually going to be starting to sign stuff around noon. So I was like, yeah, okay, sure, we'll go in. And then we ended up going like halfway into the line. We went back down to where the whole main entrance was when we were separated into the 2 groups. They already put it off into the autograph section. So we fell in line. It was pretty cool. I saw this little family. The husband actually had a picture with Jason David Frank, and it looked pretty cool. I was like, oh, 12.50 for that, and then okay, $40 for an autograph. Like, yeah, I still have money left over for dinner and to eat because I also have water bottles, which really helped me out. So the way that the line proceeded on, we ended up waiting for at least half hour to even an hour before the line even started to move. And we were wondering if he ever showed up because it's like, oh, maybe he's late, maybe he was, because who does that? Celebrities are Justin from William Patterson there, who had his whole Junior Power Ranger fan club kit. I don't know if you remember this, but he had everything from the trading cards to the coloring book. He had it all ready for Jason David Frank to sign. And to try and pass time along, I, singing along with pretty much Paint, the YouTube channel, singing their songs about After, Ever After. And I was ending up singing some songs from Epic Rap Battles of History just to make things fly by. And also, the part that happened next, he actually managed to get some guests who are actually either knew him from the past, such as a kid that was actually afflicted with cancer, and he's a cancer survivor. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. To, when Justin appeared with the whole fan kit. And so when I appeared, I was like, I went first to the lady who was saying, okay, how much is a photo? Like $40. And I'm like, yeah, well, for 20 more bucks, you can get a photo and the autograph. It's like, I can't drop that money. I can only get the photo up. I'll take it. So I was just like right there. I was waiting patiently. As oh man, that's Jason David Frank. That's him. That's him. And I just want to shake his hand. I'm like, dude, thank you, man. You're an awesome person. Thank you. And it's like, yeah, but they're like, yeah, we got the fist pumping since he knows how to fight, and I'd probably get creamed in like 5 seconds. And it was awesome. I just shook his hand again. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Awesome. And I walked away, and I felt like $1 million. Just like, yes, off the bucket list. I already saw what happened, and wow. And as Henry even came out, he was so impressed. Like, wow, man, this is one of the most down-to-earth people I ever met. And yeah, it's true. He's really awesome guy. He knows how to treat his fans. He's respectful. He's so respectful. And I was definitely one of the highlights of the con. And even though we waited 2 hours for that, it was so worth it in the end when we finally managed to at least meet him, get a photo op or an autograph, whatever. It was good. And so, what we did next, well, actually, backtrack a bit. Before we actually headed over to Jason David Frank, we had at least an hour or so to kill. So I said, alright, let's go. Let's try out some other things. So we ended up going to the Triforce booth. I didn't know what exactly they did, but apparently they sell some really nice scaled figurines. Whether it's like monsters or, maybe some Borderlands guns that I actually sell, like scale the model. And I was thinking, alright, cool. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see like, that's Lindsay Elise. Oh wow, that is Lindsay Elise. And honestly, I did not know the name of the other cosplayer, which made me feel like crap. But I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get a free picture, yeah. And so I ended up going in with my Brock. I had the Pokeball and stuff. You see in the album. And I got the sword too, so I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? And the thing is, she actually recognized my Brock cosplay. It's like, oh, are you cosplaying as Brock? Or are you just dressing like that? I was like, yes, I'm cosplaying Black. And I just had the Pokeball and the sword out, just like that. And then I ended up talking to Lindsay, like, Lindsay, right? Yeah, oh man, that's so cool. I know it's in person, and it's like, yeah, it's not like a computer screen virtual, it's actually real life. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome, thank you so much. And I ended up trying to say thank you to both cosplayers, even though Lindsay took up most of my attention. And then we went to Jason David Frank, went through the 2 hours, and then, alright, what are we going to do now? Well, after that, I tried to see if we can search up for more people. And luckily, I actually ran into Mikhail. And he was in the line and stuff. I was like, oh man, it's cool. So I was introducing, like, friend to friends. Because, social circles, like, okay, you don't know them yet. I'm going to introduce you. Just cool. And even our friends, too. I remember when Mikhail, he had freaking the Bleach logo and a Clorox Bleach container wrapped around his waist. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It definitely made me chuckle a bit. And met up with him. It was pretty cool. Just to at least see him, talk to him, like just at least say what's up. And then after that, we ended up going like several ways trying to find, okay, what other cosplays can I find? Or at least other cosplayers. And there were a lot of epic ones there, especially ones that I wasn't able to take photos of. There were, like, Delicious cosplay was just all over the place. There was, like, she was getting photos like mad. We've seen some really legit, like, Harley cosplays, Batman cosplays, Spider-Man cosplays. Those were the most numerous at Comic Con. And they didn't disappoint one bit. We had everything anywhere between the classic Adam West Batman to the Batman from the Christopher Nolan trilogy. It was a whole spectrum of Batmans, and it was cool. It was really cool to see that. And the fact that just see it all in one place, it's mind blowing. It's really mind blowing. And I'm not even through half the day yet, really. So I end up, we were walking through, and then I see Yaya Han's booth going on. So I'm like, whoa, Yaya Han, I'll go in, yeah. And thing is, I had a little thing. It was like, should I not? Because I saw the line, it was a little bit much, but I decided to just stay in it. And Henry said, yeah, I'm gonna go line up for Lucy Lawless anyway. I was like, all right, cool. I got a phone, so just in case, give me a call. Then what happened was even more crazy. That after, like, as I was getting closer to actually getting the photo op with Yaya Han, $5, I actually saw Lester, my little from Pasalubong, the Filipino club that I had at Bergen Community College. And wow, that was kind of a cool reunion there because it's like, oh, what's up, man? I ended up borrowing his battery charger, and I think I used up all of it, and I felt crappy about that. But I needed to get my phone recharged somehow because I'm not sure where the plugs are. And I managed to get, photos. I helped Lester with his photo, and he got an autograph signed as well, which was pretty classy. And after that, we ended up saying, okay, let's try and find more. I want to try and find more because I have a whole list to go through, and I would love to just get pictures of them because it's awesome when you see them, like when you're on Facebook or on your phone, and you see the hard work they put into it. You see how much love they give to their fans, and to see them in person and actually talking to them in person, you just remove the whole technology aspect of it and just say, wow, I'm actually talking to them. So we were following in line for the Jessica Negri store, and she was going to stop by around 4 o'clock. So I was like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll stay and just see what happens and whatnot. And the thing is, this is where things really start to pick up. While we were in line, I was, just chatting out with Lester, and he was reunited with his friends from Pasalubong as well. And I saw, all of a sudden, Bindo Gix. That's how it's called. Bindo Gix cosplay. I just saw it. I was like, oh, shit, that's her. Save my spot. And I just kind of walked up into it, like, hey, what's up? Like, Bindo Gix, and we had a back and forth. Like, Gig, yeah, it's probably get that pronunciation thing right for people. And yeah, because I thought it'd be like Bindo Geek. And I was like, yeah, but it's Bindo Gik. And we ended up talking. It's like, wow, yeah, it's so awesome to actually see you in person. Like, I'm a fan. I'm a real big fan. And after I told her my name, she was like, oh, yeah, that's like the poor of Alfonso. And I'm like, that's the first time anybody actually ever said that. And literally, I was like chuckling, but in my head, I was like going back. I was like, holy crap, it's amazing. So I managed to get a picture with her, as you saw from the last 2 photos that I uploaded. And it was, oh man, it was so good. I was like, yeah, I'll message you. You're awesome. I'm just so glad to just finally meet you in person. And so, once that's all done, I move on back to the line. And this is where I probably got a lot of losing my voice in that case. When I noticed that our line was really taking up one part, we were on the edge. So next to, the stores against the wall. What happened was our line got so long that people were trying to see how they can cut their way through. And I actually saw not only people with crutches or people in wheelchairs that were trying to get through as well. So I was like, there's some space between me and this kid. Alright, let me try and do something. So this is what I did for an hour. I went, alright, anybody that needs to get through from over here to over here to there, feel free to cut through this way, cut through right here, you need to cut through. I was pretty much directing traffic at this rate. I was trying to get people like, hey, if you need to get to the other side, you can cut through here. If you are here for Jessica Negri, the line starts all the way back there. But if you need to get through, cut through here, cut through here, cut through here. And it kept going and going and going, and it's cool to kind of help out. And people are like, do you even work here? I was like, no, I'm just an attendee, man. I'm just trying to help out people right now. I was like, cutting through, and I'm just doing this. And by the time an hour passed and the line was starting to move, and I was just like, oh god, I'm losing my voice. I need water. And people were chuckling, of course, especially those that were online with me, because they were saying like, dude, you've been at this for an hour. How do you still have your voice? And I have to admit, yeah, it didn't really hurt my voice because I was just trying to at least help in any little way people at the con, just trying to at least get through to the other side, whether they want to see Jessica Negri or they want to see other places. People ended up asking me what the line was for, and I told them, yeah, this is for Jessica Negri. And once I said cosplayer, that was like the magic word, and everybody's like, oh, okay, no problem. And then once we got like I saw Just Gonna Be peek out from the back and say, "Hey, like I'm so sorry." It's like I love you guys. And it's like, "Oh, okay, that's a good start." So after I managed to get through there, Lester already got a picture with Miss Negri, and then I went up. I was like, I was still losing my voice to the point where it was kind of like my leg from SpongeBob, that type of hoarse voice. And I'm going, Jessica, sorry, my voice is my voice is a little bit out of it. It's just like oh, and then immediately go for a selfie. And I was like, wow, okay, awesome. It's like, and I asked, do you take PayPal? Because I will pick up one of your sign posters immediately. And I felt so bad because maybe if I didn't spend the $20, I could have gotten just an Eagly print right off the bat. But lo and behold, I will pick one up though from the store eventually. Now, after that was done, I was thinking, oh man, this is awesome. But there were there were honestly at least two other cosplayers that I wanted to see as well, just to kind of like round out the whole list, which was Rhea Lovitz and Liz Brickley. Now, unfortunately, Liz Brickley was at a had to go to a concert, and Rhea Lovitz I didn't see at all. She was probably left a bit earlier, but well, it was still a pretty good time. I enjoyed it a lot, a whole lot. I tried to at least go outside, get some dinner, in the form of a hot dog from a stand that was $2. And oh, one more thing. Now I have to deal with the dilemma of choosing a profile picture, whether it's me getting scared the crap out of by Foxy or choosing as to one of the selfies with either Jessica Nigri, Bingo Geek, Yaya Han, or any of the other cosplayers that I saw at New York Comic Con. That's gonna be a hard decision, but that's gonna be something I'll have to live with for at least the next couple months. So yeah, bye.